Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was the great Sonny Rollins classic, Pent Up House, and we want to thank you for joining us while I get my mic out of here. I'm just going to hold it right now. We have an amazing show for you with great musicians right here from Columbus, and we also have lights that go on and off. You're going to love this show. We've choreographed it with lights that it's going to be an amazing thing. But we first want to acknowledge some of the musicians, all of the musicians on this stage here. This is on the bass, one of the great bass players in Columbus, Andy Woodson right here, who we love so much. We love Andy so much. If you want to take Zoom lessons for Andy, you go to work. Just go send him a message on Facebook, and you can sound just like Andy. But by the way, you don't just play that big thing right there. You play the electric thing right there too. You play them all. So if you want to sound like Andy Woodson, get in touch with him. He's one of the great bass players that you'll ever hear. Right there, we have Micah Thomas on the piano, and I can hear you applauding right now because he's simply fantastic. One of the great piano players. Started at Juilliard. He's done with Juilliard, and we are fortunate because we have quarantine here. He's back in Ohio with us, away from New York. But do you have a second to come up and tell us quickly about your new CD and what's going on with that and how we can get it? Just make sure that's on. I think it's on. Just talk right into there and let them.
Is it on?
Yep.
All right. So I got a new CD coming out. Well, no, already came out. I think it was like 1 or 2 months ago, maybe 1 month ago. When does it drop? Yes, yes. It dropped a month ago. It's called Tide, Tide. It's with my trio in New York, Kyle Benford and Dean Torrey. And it's available on Bandcamp and streaming services and Apple Music and Spotify and everything.
Wow. Well, we look forward to hearing that. Do what you did for me last night. Can you play something really short from that CD? This is a special thing you only will get here on Facebook Live, on Offstage here. Micah Thomas giving us a little tiny preview of something from his CD. Micah Thomas right there. What was the name of that?
Grounds.
Grounds? Was that about coffee? Yes, it's about coffee. I just retitled your tune. I'll get a commission every time that you play it. Who wrote that? And Micah's composition, Grounds, ladies and gentlemen. Get his CD on Bandcamp. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an incredible guest artist with us. But before we go there, we want to say hello to a couple of our friends. Rosemarie, we love you so much. Wanda Wilson, we love you. David Huddle, your wife's not, you're not with your wife today? She's not listening? I'm offended. Anyway, we thank you, David, for watching. Sharon Bradley Very, we love you. We hope Mark Very is with you. We miss you, too. We love you so much. Standing next to me is one of the great artists of the saxophone. Not only is he a great saxophone player, he's a great educator, teaching at Capitol University. How many years now? 30 years plus. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man you want to borrow money from if you need to borrow money. It's Michael Cox. Professor Cox has an amazing students, but if he ever misses the Columbus Jazz Orchestra concert, like if we play in a park or somewhere, they're like, where's Michael? Where's Michael? He's a staple in the band. Everybody loves Michael Cox, truly one of the great saxophone players. And we get to hear some of his own music and some from friends. He'll tell you all about that. On to the music. This will be an incredible afternoon with Michael Cox, now playing alto. So whatever you can announce it or you can start playing, however you want to do it.
Play first, tell me about it later. How's that? All right? Familiarity?
Michael Cox right there. Michael, if you could you tell us a little bit about that song and where it comes from? It's an amazing composition.
No, I'm sorry, Byron. I have no idea what that was. No, actually, that was a song called. It was by Mark Flugie, our friend from years ago. We had done one of Mark's concerts at the Art Museum in the style of Lenny Tristano, as a tribute to Lenny Tristano. So that was Mark Flugie's composition, based on a tune called "I Remember You." Beautiful lyrics by Johnny Mercer, but also one of those tunes that just has a set of chord progressions that jazz musicians love to work out on. There's a poetry to the way that the keys change and everything too. So that's called Familiarity, based on "I Remember You." Familiarity, get it?
What do you got next for us? Because that was incredible. Give us more.
Want some more? Well, let's see. We called it the tune list. Now I have to remember what we're going to do next. So this, we'll do one now. Another one that's based on a standard chord progression or a standard tune. Who actually wrote "Take the A Train"?
I know.
Well, we like to associate it with Ellington, of course, but Juan Tizol's piece "Take the A Train" was an inspiration for this that I came up with one day. When I do compositions, I tend to do them from. We were talking a little bit about this. I do counterpoint exercises. I'll find a bass note and a melody note, and I figure out what the chords are kind of later. And I was messing around with this, and I started realizing that, wait a minute, this is "Take the A Train," right? So it's one of those. I realized it after the fact, about halfway through it, that it was based on that. So I call it "A Fast Train Whistles Down," which is a chapter title from Woody Guthrie's book, Bound for Glory. So it's a little bit of an Oklahoma thing on "Take the A Train." A fast train whistles down. One, two,
Michael Cox, Micah Thomas, Andy Woodson on the bass. That was incredible. I love that. And it's got some tricky stuff on that last 8 bars with that key change, and that's why I did not play on that one and refused to play on that one. We have a couple announcements before we go any further. Again, another couple hellos from you out there. We so appreciate you being with us. Linda Landis, we love you, and we can't wait. Everybody's waving at you, Linda. We love you so much. We can't wait to see you on stage very soon. And there's announcements coming about very soon in the very near future, in the next few weeks, about being able to see the Columbus Jazz Orchestra. We ain't going nowhere, and that's because of you. Also, Cindy Huddle, hello to you. I was teasing before I knew you were there. Phillip College, we love you so much. I know you're a big fan of Michael's, and so we appreciate that. And it looks like Pete Mills is in our audience, and you know what he's doing? He's transcribing your solos. As you are going to hear all that you just played in a couple weeks somewhere, you know. We want to thank people that have donated to us just recently. Marilyn Clark, who I understand you know. Marilyn Clark, you know, and her husband was a trumpet player, I understand. Warren.
Yeah, Warren. I think we call Warren. He was, I think, the oldest trumpet major ever to graduate from Capitol.
That's pretty cool. Well, that might be me. I'm trying to find a place to study, you know. Bob, I'm going to spell the last name, Koblentz. And can you help me with that, Micah? Koblenz? Maybe that's it. We thank you for, I apologize for not being able to pronounce your last name, and we thank you so much for your support of the Jazz Arts Group. Fred and Jerry Lawrence, thank you. And Richard Martin, thank you. A couple of announcements. We would love to see you next Sunday right here, but what we're going to do is we're giving a little keynote address. It's kind of the final class, would it be, of the summer program for the Columbus Youth Jazz Band here, and they've had great participation in their little thing, and they've been doing it electronically with great results. So Bobby Floyd, Reggie Jackson, Quan Howe, myself, we will all be there for you next week, and that'll be a recorded presentation, and you'll get to see what we taught the kids, but it'll be applicable, which is a big word for me, to whatever your interest in jazz is. You'll learn a little bit something there, and we'll also play. We'll play for you for sure. That's what that'll be about. And then finally, on August 1st, which is like next Saturday, isn't it? That's next Saturday. We have a really special, look on Facebook there on the Jazz Arts Group page. We have a very special presentation for you. It's called Songs for Hope and Healing with Crucial Conversations. And there you will hear music that's uplifting and inspiring to kind of get you through these times. A lot of things have happened socially in our country, and we feel it's important to talk about those things because we can't brush aside those conversations that are crucial to moving forward. And what we know is that the truth will set you free. And so if we confront the truth and move forward with it, then the problems that we have don't continue to grow exponentially. We can get a hold of those problems and move ourselves forward in the most positive way. And so we will be featuring myself, Bobby Floyd, Quan Howe, Reggie Jackson, Phil Clark, Sidney McSweeney. We'll all be giving you great music next August 1st, which is next Saturday, and we want you to listen to that. Again, there are advertisements right on Facebook for you. It will be live streamed, sort of a premiere kind of a thing there next Saturday. Do I look weird with a mask hanging from my ear? Just think of it. Yes, everybody said it looks weird. So that's why I'm going to continue doing it, and so and you guys knew that. So, but I want you to know I'm totally committed to the mask. I'm a mask guy, but I can't play trumpet with the mask, so that's why I just let it hang from my ear like that. But anyway, back to the music. Michael Cox, can you tell us what you have for us next?
Yeah, this is called 3/4 times. If you look at it, it's 3, 4. And it's just a reference to sort of the rhythmic interplay that's part of the tune. It's a rhythmic thing, but if you listen close enough, you hear the blues in here as well. Feature everybody on this a little bit. Yeah.
Michael Cox, ladies and gentlemen. Was who wrote that?
Andy Woodson.
Who wrote it?
That was what we call an original. I came up with that
You
one.
did that one too? Well,
But Andy and I've played that one a few times. But
Yeah.
that's on a CD I did. Back in the 1990s.
Mhm.
You remember the
I
1990s?
remember back then. So,
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit about where we could, if we wanted to get a hold of your, could we message you through Facebook to get a CD or something?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, you could contact me on Facebook or just email me at michaelwho.me.com.
So Michael Who, W-H-O.
Michael Who at me, at me.com.
Great.
Yeah, the streaming didn't renew for me this year, but I've still got CDs. I've got that one called Abstractions, Dedications, and Red Dirt. Then I've got a newer one called Compassion.
Oh, beautiful. Well, we look forward to being able to hear all of those. And once again, just message Michael or go to michaelwho at me.com.
At me.com. After you buy Micah's new one, yeah.
So Micah's
after
first.
Yeah.
And then you're okay.
Yeah,
You're a
then you can
very
get
generous man. Well, we want to thank you. I think we have. If we can come up with enough money, I think Michael will play another one for us. But before we do, I just want to acknowledge once again Micah Thomas on piano, Andy Woodson on bass, and let everybody know that we're privileged and pleased to have Micah in this community for, as we said, over 25 years. He's provided so much great music for everybody. One thing about Michael is he's not only a teacher, but he's a player. So what you hear him talk about as a student, and one of his students is in this room with us right now, what you hear him talk about as a teacher, you can actually go to a concert like the next day, the next night, and hear him play, and he will stand up and play everything he showed you. He walks his talk. He's one of those kind of educators, and we're always proud. Capitol has a lot of those. It's the same with Bob Bright Hobb. Lou Fisher, who just retired, was the same, was a great player. And so many of the great Ray Eubanks, they were all great players, and they could demonstrate whatever they talked about. So important important in music education. This community is privileged to have you to play for us, and especially now we get to hear a few of your originals. I like this last one that you're going to do, and it's going to close out for us. Would you please tell us a little bit about it, because I love it.
Sure. Thank you, Byron. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. This is called Hymn, like out of your hymnal. 1898 is sort of a subtitle, and on that CD years ago, again, a lot of another one of these, which was what we call in music a counterpoint exercise, basically just fitting one note against another. So it literally reads like a hymn. It's just all whole notes and half notes. In fact, Andy's back here playing some double whole notes. You know what double whole notes are? You're really holding those notes a long time. But this is inspired by my grandmother. Her name was Janie Sandman. She picked cotton when she was a little girl. She was a farm girl, but she became a nurse during the war and outlived 2 husbands. And she was a great lady. So this was kind of inspired by my memories of sitting in a church pew next to my grandmother singing hymns. So, and this one's for our time. This one's, we were talking the other day, and there's always something going on. And it's just that happens that right now there's a lot going on. So this is just something to comfort and appease and maybe heal everybody a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the piano today, Micah Thomas right there. The great Andy Woodson right there. This is Michael Cox, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best that ever did it. We love him so much. We thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And Michael, thank you for taking on this great journey. That's one of my new favorite songs right there. That's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time at Offstage Live.